Thank you for coming on into the live and sharing your essence with me in this eternal moment of which we all share an inextricable and inexorable part. Thank you for doing your part, for coming on in each and every day, and we'll do the same without wasting a single second of your time. Bada bing, bada boom, we go into the charts. My charts are a little bit cleaner and already set up for today, as I was teaching a student in person about trading who is here in Japan with me. I was teaching him in Japanese about liquidity and Fibonacci today. We'd already done something prior, and I was talking about how we would possibly come down to this gap from the open into the London session, and was looking for a bounce off of that liquidity pool at that zone. So we were looking at basically that 618 bounce. I took that for the 618 for 72 ticks, and then I talked about it possibly coming back down to the 786 for another go at it. So I took that 786 bounce right there at 1584 with 7 contracts, took it for a cool 143 ticks. It cleared that entire runner for me too. And yeah, I didn't take the second one as I had dinner and family to attend to as it came back into this golden pocket region. But where are we going from here? Well, we could possibly come up to a fair value gap up here at 260. This would also coincide with this golden pocket range for the fib level. We had some news, but it was kind of lackluster. It came in better than expected, and they rose it up. But they were already intending to take it to these regions anyway, in my humble opinion. Shout out to anyone who's watching. How's everyone doing out there in YouTube land? I realized I didn't hit the go live button, and so I was talking for like 7 minutes to no one. But that's pretty much the same with most of the stream anyway. But, you know, it is what it is. So we're going to basically 15 minutes till the open, and we're coming back to take out this swing high for the range of this range here. We got another area up here at 200, the whole number to come back into. And let's go see how the charts are looking in the so we are also looking at this cool thing. This is a toss. We're looking at the divergence that was being formed on this here. You have a swing high on the price action and a swing low on the delta. You had 1,000 sell side generated here and 2,000 sell side generated here. So they swung it back up into the sell side to make them buy at a loss or to close out their shorts in profit. And then this also continued here, where we had more people expecting a short play as we came back into this continuation idea here. And you had a lower low on the contracts, generating basically nearly 3K in sell side as you came into this. So this divergence on the delta is a thing too. So having the cumulative delta volume is important. Currently we are up above the value area high, point of control down at 134, VWAP at 144, we just broke above it, and the value area low at 120. Sell side contracts are almost completely taken back now, with 219 for the session, or sorry, for the session, and requiting about 300 there as it burst up into that 185 region, trying to reclaim this high level. Okay, 13 minutes until the open. And to proof in the pudding here, this is the trades we took earlier today. We're up 200 for the session. We're going to try not to give it back like we did last Monday. That was triggering, to say the least. I was in a similar situation. I was 200 up coming into the live, feeling good, and then it gave it back to New York. So London is pretty smooth. You could still catch some plays for London, folks, if you're looking to take some London pre-market trades. They're pretty nice. Much less gambly. If I wasn't working, I would be doing that mainly, I think. Need to get more eyeballs on the channel and with this indicator. Speaking of indicator, let's throw it on. Boom, boom, boom. And heads up display is on. And momentummaster.info, link in the description for more. Scroll down to the features. You can toggle everything as it comes into prominence. You can see what it looks like in the schematic or the trend cloud, the baselines, the stochastic array. Today also had a stochastic array play down at the 786. So we were getting that alert to our phone, basically 6 time frames oversold, telling us as we were entering here, getting that 6 sauce here right as we were entering off that 786. So if you're already looking at a setup hoping for a level, it lets you know about those levels with that dynamic alert. Pretty nice. Alright, so let's go ahead and make sure everything is linked up to the trade alerts. We're going to try to take less ideas today. So this 786 played out, so we can delete it. We're now approaching the range high anyway, so we're going to put in a new kind of Fibonacci idea here if we do retrace. Let's do a trend-based fib since we did impulse up out of here and retrace down into this zone. So let's see where we're trying to go. Some pocket region up here perhaps. Let's make some money. Matty Matt. Yo, what's up, Matty Matt? Thanks for stopping in. $10 minutes until live. So one thing that you could look at with entries, for example, let's say I was not putting my son to bed, for example, I would be looking at these baselines crossing up here, and then the baselines kind of scoop up the price in a manner here, and then we come back to the cloud. So we come back to the cloud and then we meander around on the cloud, but we ultimately show support on the cloud, and then that's your continuation idea. Cloud thickening up, you hold in the cloud, you have a double bottom, the baseline crossed up yet again, and then you could take this for a ride. This begins to coincide as you start to shift into other time frames. So if we look down here at the 1 minute, 1 minute also doing very similar things as it came back into that cloud on the 1 minute. The 1 minute, which was thinning previously, started to ride quite nicely at this zone here. Let's go see where that zone actually was. Huh? Wait, what? It should... So it rode that cloud quite nicely up into the range. And we're looking for these cloud kisses, we call them, cloud kiss. So getting that cloud kiss on of these time frames, showing that support on the cloud. If we make this bigger, there we go. Okay, so that was down here. So this 1 minute play was up in this region and then holding that cloud on the 1 minute. And this is also on the 4 minute here. If we look at the 4 minute, we are just reclaiming that purple cloud and starting to go higher. And then we even kissed off that cloud here and heading up into some nice space, already going into the 183 region and beyond. Let's go get caught up in the moment here. Okay, let's go turn on some of our oscillators here. This oscillator down below is Momentum Master Optima. It can show you in the quantum sub 1 minute time frame averages, so you don't have to go there. So it can show you all of the divergences before they start to play, and so on. Momentum shifts on that quantum time frame level. So we got the 4 minute over here. Let's go ahead and pull up some the contracts on ATAS. Link in the description for a 14-day free trial. You can see the footprints. We're now at a 154 in sell side remaining. Basically coming back to even Steven here just before the open. They recovered both imbalances, so it could go either way here. This is the recovering both sides point right here at the range high. Booyah. So these green dots show you when the micro time frames are in alignment to the upside, the red dots here in alignment to the downside. These little circles are the stochastic array here, which tell you when higher time frame fatigue, as in lower time frames like the 5 minute and the 15 minute, are getting fatigued potentially. Okay, 192 sell side taken right there in that drop, boom. 328 for the session. Starting to get a cross down event on the 4 minute here. The previous cross down gave you a little bit of downside momentum. Starting to get a little bit of indecision on both wicks here at the range high zone. That bearish divergence, money flow crystals burning off here. Started to get that Williams divergence too. You got that divergence here. It's kind of cool because it shows that shoulder, head, and shoulder in advance. So you're just seeing this gobbledygook on the candles. You can see this oscillator just for what it's worth. There's patterns that appear within it because it's a reflection of price in a way. Money flying away, flying away, flying away. I did some tweaks to Optima over the weekend. Tried to give it a little bit more pizzazz with some more multiple time frame formulas embedded inside from the B suite over here. The regular B suite is also good. You're starting to get that nice overbought status and potentially coming down at some point on these oscillators. I ordered some Halloween decorations recently, so it's kind of interesting. And 2 minutes, less than 2 minutes. All right, approaching the last 30 seconds until we open. Getting a baseline cross up, conflicting with the cross down of the 1 minute. Curvature of the 1 minute cloud also thinning in a manner here. You could bearishly retest and come back down. Once again, the 4 minute cross down event here. This cross down on the baseline. Ultimately, this 236, and we are open. Let's go see what the contracts dragged in. Back to positive on the buy side now. We're inducing some buy side to the tune of 124 buy side contracts, 169. $267 buy side induced here, 231. So they're inducing more buys now. They just ate into 179 for that plus. $232 more positive buys induced. These are longs. $422 buys induced here. 512 in this one candle alone. So they're still aiming up in the target zone of possibly coming into that other range up here at the 200 region. There's another range zone that they're tapping. This range has now been cleared. Let's go into the Renko charts here. You got some range over here to be taken out at the 203 level, which we're already starting to do. Let's go ahead and take a look at the contracts once again. You induced about 700 contracts in that one for the session, 787, and that 2 minutes, 225 in this now. Do we continue higher and go for the buy side some more? Coming back to that range zone. Basically cleared it now, so the next point of interest here is up at the 1382 region. We were talking about this, if this continues to come into these pools, and it's doing just that. $261 in this next candle, 260 buys. Coming up to that 1382 region. Had some hidden bullish divergence on the 1 minute with the money bag on the money flow, which started to play out here into the open. I wasn't looking at the oscillators properly, but there it was, plain as day. On the 4 minute, you held that trend dot at the 786 region, basically held at 176, and from that point, you were just going for the gold to the upside. Two 2,000 contracts for the buy side induced here, and or taken from the shorts on the session. 269 in this new candle alone. 712 and 787 in the previous 4 minutes. That's a lot of shorts to grab. So the theory to come back to the 618 happened sooner than expected. They didn't play around with chop at all. They just went straight for it. And so it looks like they're going right up into this Fibonacci zone from the dip down the other day. 618 at 250, fair value gap at 260. They're just going straight for it. $100 of price action in so much as 10 minutes, it looks like. Pretty impressive volume spikes here, paling in comparison to the previous 40 or so candles here. Pretty intense volume entering here. Definitely wouldn't be looking to short this at all. No, thank you. Looks like there's some aggressiveness going to a target up here. That was 1,000 contracts of buy side in this one candle, 2 minute candle alone. All buy side imbalance here. It's kind of funny because a lot of these prop firms, they want you to sell into strength and everything, then to hold on to your theory. And a lot of times my theory is like spot on. I was telling the dude today, like it's going to go down to the 786 and then bounce up to this 618 region, and it did. Had you held the 786 trade, it would have been awesome. Awesome gain. Alright, so now we're coming to that 2 extension zone. We also came back to the fair value gap. We hit the fair value gap at 260. Blue stopping volume candle right here. Oops. $3,000 buy side here on the session. 319 induced up in here. Went all the way to that fair value gap, and some people entered some shorts. 156 contracts and shorts up there at that fair value gap. 282 sell side peeling off here at 245. So they're inducing some sells to possibly refuel and become fuel for the upside continuation. Coming back to the 61618 region, trend dot on the 30-second here. Okay, 400 sell side taken, peeled off longs in that 1 2-minute candle there, and now coming back into the sell side some more at the 1618 slash trend dot here on the 30-second. Got that 30-second cross down event with the 1 minute about to cross potentially, but I'm not trying to short this just yet. No way. Came back to the super trend level and possibly refueled there for some upside plays. You got some fair value gaps once again. Some gaps to recover within the candles up in here possibly, but the true fair value gap was at 60, 260. The money flying away still not abating here. You got money flying away, flying away, flying away on the momentum here beneath the trend dot perhaps. Cross down on the 1, possibly cascading over into the 1 minute. You had this money flame of the money flow divergence here going into that fair value gap recovery. You had 3 green vectors with the volume dissipating as you go up into resistance. So they induced 482 buys inside of here, which were definitely long, so they're using them as sell side liquidity to retrace back into right here. Getting a blue volume candle, which is a stopping volume. Coming beneath the trend dot on the 1 minute. That was a crazy move up. Hey, what's up, APV? Coming back to that 1382 on the bullish trend base fib level at 215. It's also the cloud on the 30-second here. Do we get a cloud bounce? It's the first one after breaking out here. Let's go see what the contracts are like. They just got more sell side to go back to. Now 2K on the session in buy side to eat up, and they're just going back to eat that buy side now. Just 8,509 sell side there, coming back to the adaptive. $450 sell side taken.
Fatality.
Coming back to the adaptive on the 30-second, we just ate through that 1 minute cloud like it was nothing. Coming back to the one at 190 now. It's quite fast price action today. Took back 538 in sell side. We're back to that super trend level. I'll take it for a bounce. Okay. This will be the fourth trade of the evening. I will not take it for a ride too long if it doesn't go in my favor. Alright, so let's go see what the contracts dragged in here. They took that 460 back in sell side at the 50 SMA here as the pullback on the 16 bar Renko, which is the super trend on the 32. Do we get a continuation idea to the upside here or not? They are currently 2,000 buy side imbalanced here, but they could dollar cost average some shorts to their demise if their target is to the upside here. The selling, the money flying away has abated here on the 30-second, starting to abate on the 1 minute as well, coming beneath the dead zone line. So I'm going to save this and send it to my trade alerts just to take a look at what I'm looking at here. Needs to get above this bearish trend dot for me to like it. Starting to make that attempt now. Let's go ahead and take a look at the contracts as we observe our trade. Okay. That previous 460 number of the sell side taken there was what caused me to pull the trigger more than anything else, after having eaten 1,000 contracts of sell side there as fast as they're moving. Could be a dollar cost average bounce to continue lower though, if they trapped a juicy pile of longs. 155 sell side induced and or taken here in this small drop. Not really liking the fact that it's coming back beneath this level. Need to see some more conviction above the trend dots, but we are chill. How's everyone doing out there? What's up? Breaking the trend dot now. I don't like this reversal candle on the Renko charts right here. The momentum needs to pull itself up above this 200, this 50 SMA here, where I'm going to cut. Momentum is to the downside here. Took another 591 sell side contracts, 815 sell side taken. If we zoom into this candle here, that was a large pool. 168 sell side, 174 sell side taken here. So either some shorts got entered at the wrong moment in time, or some longs got popped right there.
Fatality.
So let's go see. Was that the target they were aiming at? They dollar cost averaged some longs to their demise there. That's why we're playing a little bit more of a wide stop game here. Okay, 304 buy side entering here. This is, now we're back to break even for the most part. It's reversing. Now we're in profit. Let's go to our momentum master and see what's going up. So we got the cross up event of the 32nd here, starting to hold above the trend dot of the bearish nature here on the 1 minute. The money flow starting to come back in, money stack on the 1 minute and the 32nd. 4 minute is not in your favor for this trade though. This playing some chop suey games right now at the 50 SMA right now, trying to get both sides to enter here. Okay, getting a green dot on Optima Flash here on the sub-quantum level, showing that the lower than 30-second time frames are in alignment for that brief moment in time. Can they stay aligned to lock in into the close? And then it would remain. Getting the trend dot coming back above the trend dot with the baselines beneath the price. It's what we like to see. Looking at the baselines and momentummaster.info for more. So at least coming back to the bearish retest of this cloud and then possibly coming down is not uncommon to see. Can we make it above the cloud with conviction is the question. I'll start to consider putting my stop into profit at that time, because I don't want to go back and experience that 80 ticks of downside again. So that character that was taken out there, that 168, and then their partner 180, it's just not going. It's just not bringing the fire to the upside here. Looks like they're inducing more buys and then taking it lower. We have about 7 minutes until the hourly candle closes. So the hourly candle currently has a wick, rejection wick, that it's trying to show some strength in closing on. Can that strength carry into that hourly close? Shout out to everyone here. Getting rejected off the channel average here on the 30-second and the baseline on the 1 minute. Money stack is abating here too. Coming back above the adaptive moving average. If we can flip that to support, that would be ideal. Getting another reversal bar here to the downside, perhaps an inversion play, and I'm on the possibly the wrong side of it. We'll see. $184 sell side induced in that reversion there. Come on, push it. 201 negative sell side in this reversal idea. Trying to get some sell side people interested. Giving the appearance of weakness is not weakness. Previously this was weakness. Now you're starting to show the opposite with these two reversal wicks to the upside here. Starting to feel a little bit more confident in where I'm at. More confidence, let's go, keep going. Come on. Break that 30-second cloud and that 1 minute cloud that's flat. The 4 minute cloud still pointing to the upside here. Need to get above the trend dot on the 4 minute here for me to truly feel interested. We'll just make that bigger for you and remove this because we know where it's going. Getting that cross up on the 1 minute now of the baselines. Can it close? 49 seconds. Son of a gun. They just keep going back for those minis players. Too many people playing minis. They're saying, get off me. Okay. 2 minutes for the hourly candle close. Looks like it's idiot boxing in this range. I don't like idiot boxes, so I might just take where I'm at. If it can't make some decision out of here, please. Four-minute candle closes in 1 minute and 20. That will close around the hourly too. Starting to get above the cloud on the 30-second. The insinuation of the 30-second cloud is to the upside with this curvature. If it can get above it and then get above this 1 minute, then we're back above for a potential double top, in which case I move my stop into profit and it is a victory. Green dot on the sub 1 minute time frames. I'm liking the vibe on that. Come on, let's lock it in. Get it all in alignment. They're making an attack to the sell side now. That's good, that's good. We're gonna go lock in some profits here. Actually, we'll just make it break even until it gets to our thing. I'll manually close it if need be, but okay, good. Here we go into the hourly. Momentum dot to the upside here. You were getting some bullish divergence on the Williams here, getting a higher low into the price action, insinuating that upside. Now we are 100 ticks into profit. Go ahead and post that to the trading room. Booyah. All right. So that's my second 100 tick for the day. That is pretty decent. We are up pretty good across these accounts. Good. Yeah. Today was much better than last Monday. So the sell side got induced there. Let's go see what the contracts were looking like. It's hard to say and narrate in the moment. Ooh. We'll let my trailing stop loss do its thing. Okay, so down here in the contracts, what was I looking at? Well, there was a huge amount of sells down here, most notably here. This pool of sell side, 774 sell side induced and immediately reversed out, and they never went back to it. So that gave me the impression that they were going to continue to the upside there after requiting down to 1,000 contracts for the session. And so the session delta is, I think it stopped me out in profit there. Yeah, it did. Gave me like 64. Still good, all good. It's all good. But yeah, basically, yeah, the session delta was taken down to 1,000 buy side after knocking out some sell side. So I just, pulled the trigger on that thought. Now we are reclaiming the cloud on the 4 minute and the 1 minute. We were talking about this insinuation before it was about here. We could tell that this angle was going to change. This is one of the cool features of Momentum Master is the trend cloud. It starts to shift and thin and represents volume in a very sensitive way, where you can see when you get above it, it starts to break in your favor if you're in a long there. Conversely, if you're in a short and you bearishly retest it, it does the same thing. BTC hit those bearish order blocks on the daily and 3-day. Got to get above 28 to their bearish order block on the daily. Yeah. I saw that. I was like, dude, it hit the rocket. The rocket hit from the other day. I kind of wanted the rocket ship to take off actually, but I still think overall bearish is going to be the play. We get rejected at 28 something. And immediately coming back into those clouds. So now we're on the hourly. There was some news, I think, today too. Let me make sure about that. 11:30, I see. So at the 30, there's a BOC Business Outlook survey, and a FOMC member speaks, Harker speaks at 11:30. So 30 minutes from now, or 26 minutes from now, we will have some FOMC person speaking. Got that starting to boom, so we entered that one. Wait, what? Oh, okay, yeah, that's the target. The entry was here, 10:45. So it's basically like a 15-minute trade. Getting some indecision on the 4-minute as it starts to double top. Coming back to that level on the bullish trend-based fibs at the 1618 and rejecting off that 230 level. We previously went up to the 2 level and that fair value gap at 260 and rejected off the fair value gap pocket. We have some deeper retrace levels to possibly go up to. Do I enter a scalp here? It's highly aggressive, but why not? We'll have a tight, oof. This is why the tight stop loss is going to keep us from being too degen about it. Either it plays immediately or it gives back immediately, and then we just lick our wound from that. Okay, breaking above the trend dots of the bullish nature here on the 30-second cross up of the baselines, starting to break above that 1618 of the trend-based fib levels. Now it should have peeled off some contracts, stopping to profit aggressively, and this is what causes me friction on my accounts when I get, sometimes it triggers the opposite one. Okay, good, it didn't do that. It just stopped it out so aggressive into profit. So that scalp paid. So that gave us the other 30 ticks we missed out on from this full move. So now we technically got 200 ticks for the session, I think, plus probably 230. I could call it quits here. So we're just gonna chilling like a villain. No pressure. That's one scalp that played out, but it almost didn't play out, so I'm not pressured to enter right there. No, thank you. We are good in the hood. Starting to get some bearish divergence on the Williams. You see this? This is an averaged Williams to our fine-tuned settings. Sub 1 minute, we're getting lower highs, extremely lower highs. I mean, I guess it's technically not a higher high. You did wick up higher though. So this could be some divergence starting to build. Bearish nature divergence. Starting to thin on the 1 minute cloud here. came back to kiss it. You get that cloud kiss bounce, starting to get that money flying away feeling. It needs to stop flying away first. Let's go see what the contracts are like. Why is it not loading? Load, please. Why would it freeze up like that? That's too bad. We'll let it percolate. So this is where that level of the bullish trend-based fib played a part here, that double bounce idea here off of that level. Why is that level significant? Well, I mean, I'm sure if I did a fib there, that would also be it too, but yeah, it's a 706 or 786 region of that fib for the first one, but if you go to the pocket, yeah, it's not really one of those things, but it's more accurate on the candle close there for that bullish trend-based fib level. I love me some trend-based fibs. So basically inside of this impulse retrace idea and that kiss off the cloud, inside of that impulse retrace was all of this charted out. Inside you got the 2 level, got the 1618 that we're currently trading between the 1382 and the 168 about, to possibly go up even higher to this Hail Mary level at 282. I put that 282 level because then that's generally like a sweep of some sort of range or something. Just above where people are looking, so it'd be like right around there. Making a surge off that cloud kiss on the 1 minute. Ooh. So this is why the cloud, it does its thing. In cloud we trust. In cloud we trust. So this little cloud idea here, boom. Banging off of that cloud kiss idea right now. Cloud started to thin, said nope, no need, boom. Bounced off that cloud, which happens to be the trend dot on the 4 minute, saying we're gonna stay in this uptrend. And it creates this dynamic channel. Cloud is mighty thick too. Shout out to everyone here. Hopefully you're in some decent trades. We took 5 for the day, 2 on stream, 2 out of 2 on stream, 4 out of 5 for the day. Pretty decent profits, 355 for the day across the accounts. So that's like $1,000 for everything. I don't know what's wrong with the ATAS. Why is it like doing that? But we're gonna reload. Give me a second. I don't want my like email information posted everywhere. Give me 1 second, please. If it will load. It might not load actually. Give me 1 second, give me 1 second. Where is it? Come on. There you go. Okay, should be working now. Sorry about that. So we're starting to get that kiss off of the 50 SMA continuation into the liquidity. Let's go see what it looks like on that cloud kiss zone. Boom, that was a nice little play up there. Shoulda, coulda, woulda, but I didn't take it. No way to know it would do that. If you're still in the long, congrats. We took it for 100 to 130. So it is what it is. 130 ticks is not anything to complain about. Now coming back to that daily level. This is like a daily or weekly resistance level. This fair value gap is gone now. Let's go see if this is open now. Is it open? Okay. Good. We are back in business. Okay, so 3,000 in buy side contracts, 655 induced in the last 2 minutes, 313 in this current candle of buy side. They retraced just a little bit to even it up a little bit, 261 now. Going into the shorts, they squeezed into the shorts. They just induced some more, and then they took them for a ride. Coming back to the trend dots on the 30-second. This Fibonacci zone can become a deep retrace now, as it has negated all of the golden pocket at this point. But you did have a nice golden pocket reaction here. So now you could be looking for a deeper retrace zone. You have that trend base fib level up here at 282, and you got the deeper retrace of the potential rejection points over here at the 786 and the 886 for this downwards path that we took from Friday. Got to bounce off that 30-second trend dot. That's why the trend dots are a thing. They are very backtestably true. Check this out. Went right off it and bounced. Happens to be that baseline on the 1 minute too. So the 30-second trend dot is like the 1 minute baseline here. They're all in conjunction with the baseline strategy. So it's like going into the baselines kind of. And now we're coming back to that 1 minute dot. The money's trying to fly away. If the money's flying away and it's not going anywhere, then those are sells being induced. So let's go see if how much is being induced and or peeled off from the longs to allow them to drift higher. 655. 3K buy side imbalance for the session right now. Session delta is 3,000. The flying away has abated now, came back beneath this white line. Now potentially coming back to that buy side. You're not getting any divergence anymore. You're getting congruent with the price action. And you're just extremely bull hammer of this 4 minute Heikin Ashi to the upside. Definitely making a good work of the shorts. It's kind of funny, exactly as I was saying for today in my pre-market analysis with my student. I was talking about how it would go down and then go up. And then I'm not going to say where it's going to potentially go after this, but you go up to go down and you go down to go up. That's about all I can say. So we went down to go up, and now we're going up to go down. That's right. So I don't know when that's going to be, but and where that's going to be, I can only mark off certain levels. This is a daily support level, resistance level. Something I had for a long time, which is why we're rejecting here. starting to get some higher highs potentially. With, you need to see this also make the higher high if you're in a long. Oh no, no more coffee, and I'm out of mints too. Just got my nice pomegranate water. You can take those trend dots for a ride too. We tried to do that here, got spooked out with the choppiness and missed the big play off that cloud. The cloud kiss was your true nice move there. We're going to start making recap videos because obviously people don't watch the stream enough to see the accuracy that occurs in some of these bangers. So I'm going to have to just separate the bangers in their own little mini short and do some YouTube shorts and stuff. It's about the only thing you can do these days with the attention span that people have, it seems. You could thank the CCP for that. Starting to pierce and get this. Now you're getting some divergence. Check this out on the 30-second. This is why I added this. You got these troughs that are lower, right? And then you got higher. Starting to get some bearish divergence starting to form on the 30-second. It's starting to cascade over to the 1 minute too. Could be reaching that fatigue point. Let's go into the contracts really quick. The news is going to play in about 10 minutes. We're even Steven on the contracts, but that's a lot of buy side to be entering up in here. So either this is a lot of targets being hit in terms of their sells, the sells buy stops, the short buy stops, or it's some inducement. If you connect up an account, you don't have to hit apply like this all the time. I'm using my accounts to trade on Ninja right now, so that's why. You can also trade on here, and you can connect multiple rhythmic on ATOS as well. So if you prefer ATOS, you can do all that trading on here. I have yet to see, and it's already starting to get that bullet bearish divergence on the RSI and the money flow here. This is a different oscillator. Getting that trend dot love, it just won't break beneath the trend dot. The trend is your friend until the end. Starting to get the cross down on the 1 minute here. Do we make it up to this 2.414 level and then start to see some fatigue at that point? It's just drifting on the shorts at this point, and a lot of longs are closing out, so it causes more drift as more shorts think it's guaranteed. Boom! Looks like somebody in the group just took that hidden bullish on Optima for the win. Congrats to Mr. Back to the Futures. Hidden bullish. Booyah. Wizard. We got some good traders in the group for sure. All right, 7 minutes, 7 minutes. It's just drifting off the trend dots. Like, look at that. You got these awesome trend dots that basically each time it hits, boom, 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 boom. Can't get more backtestably true than that. You had this hidden bullish divergence at that point too. Look at that. Hidden bullish. Ring. Gobble gobble. Was that the one he took actually? I think it was. Wait. 194. No, because it's already 194, 194. Ah, no. So it was the hidden bullish down here. There you go. Yeah. This one. This is what we were talking about. So you had this here. And then you had a higher low here. So you had basically, and you also had it here, the hidden bullish. You had a lower low. Okay, which one was it? Ah, I see. He was looking back in that direction from before the open. I see. His pivot was wider. So he was looking here. Gotcha. So you had this going here into the open, but down here you had lower lows. Gotcha. So you were going into the hidden bullish territory. If you look back from here, like there's not much more you can go down from here. So that was kind of your sauce for the insinuation of the move. I gotcha. That's cool. I gotta look back on my pivots a little bit more with Optima. All right, so we're back at that trend-based fib level. So we came back. So we're talking about how this impulse retrace had the data insinuated within. If you can hold beneath that 236, above that 236, you got the baseline cross up, and boom, it's now up to this level charted within the math. Coming back above that 706 of the downside impulse retracement. Still holding strong on this 30-second trend to the upside here. 1 minute as well. 4 minute looks like a snake let out of a can. One of those popping snakes, like whoosh. Now you're coming up to that 786 level at 15,301. Booyah. Three minutes to the news. He's just speaking though. I don't know what effect he's going to have in terms of a catalyst. It depends on what he's saying. I'm not going to listen to what his speech is, but let me see if they even have it live. All right, so still congruent price action, not with the waves here, not getting such divergence just yet. Not really seeing the flying away reach the dead zone either. Just drifting on the shorts at this point as they dollar cost average to their demise. Gotta see it's ooh, we got 5,000 in buy side inefficiency here. 5,000 contracts of buy side taken back here for the session. 658 into that surge up right there. All right, so we're reaching that 786 region. We basically cleared this bullish super trends, or this trend-based fib, so I'm going to delete it just to clear up some lines now. That impulse retrace idea provided a nice roadmap for the price. Now we're at the outskirts of the impulse. Do we reject off of this impulse region? Getting massive upside momentum here. $468 buy side taken there in that 2 minutes. Just continuing even higher into the news. The news is now happening. Let's go see what Bitcoin's price is. 28,300. So it's surged up. That rocket ship play that we were putting out like last week as everyone was getting bearish. Who's bearish now? We were bearish last week, then bullish at the beginning of that drop when it hit our pool, our target. Then we started to see that rocket ship, and then we started thinking about longing. And sure enough, we're going to make a recap of that too, because it's just not enough eyeballs. Got to make it into short tidbits so everyone can see the truth. Got to go back into the footage and extract somehow. So we're back above that 786 region. Not seeing any divergence on either side, just drifting into the shorts right now. You're getting some contracts, some volume entering on this 4-minute candle here. How much volume is the question? $436 contracts imbalanced in that one candle. We had 6K on either side. So that is a significant amount. Wow, my chart is full of I need to get it to readjust. Give me a second. So you're bullish across all the Renko charts here, basically going into the shorts with the fervor. My only regret today was not keeping a runner going strong. starting to get our money flying away for the first time in a long while. $70 contracts of sell side entered just there. $200 in the last 4 minutes. 260. Coming back to the trend dot on the 32nd here. Is it the first time the trend dot fails, or are we going to bounce off it? We bounced 3 times. 1, 2, 3. This is the 4th hit to the 32nd trend dot. Do they continue higher? Or head to the 1 minute trend dot for the first time since the beginning of this hour? Likely come back up, create like a bearish divergence for a double top scenario perhaps. Getting some buys enter here too. Even Steven for that minute. $210 in buy side or sell side entered there. It stays above that. So what caused me to do that scalp right there was this 229 sell side that entered, and they never went and gave them the entry back. And there's a bunch, I mean, granted there's 239 buys, but they're favoring the buys right now. So this was even on the contracts, but they could take that guy for a ride. So I'm going to take his money, hopefully. At least if it can go up that 22 tick level and secure the victory, for this will be the 6th trade and 5 out of 6 for the day. And yeah, just thinking of a double top scenario where it just traps the shorts even more because they're not likely at their target on a single top. Just a little bit more, there you go, a little bit more, there you go. Secured victory. So even if it goes back now, it's a win either way. Boom. Today was a good day. Good day for profitos. Profits abound. So as more buyers enter here, they gotta go back. That stopped me out. Just make sure the counts are flat. It's been known in the past to kind of enter me on the opposite side. So most likely going to continue off here and go a little bit higher, but I just want to be secure in my victory. So this will probably create some bearish divergence at one point, possibly at the 886, and come back down. We have about 20 minutes until the hourly candle closes. Hopefully my dad's doing well. I'll give him a call after this. bounce off of that. Nope, failing. That's why you take when the taking is takeable, and then you have the automation to do it, so you don't what's the word, believe in some conjured up idea that may not be real. But it looks like it's holding up above that trend cloud yet again. Money flow is beneath the RSI. This is the thing. The disparity beneath with the money flow and the RSI here starts to bring the money flow back above it most times. What type of contracts entered there? Let's go see. 189 buy side. Those are definitely longs. So they could be like, oh, you know, and retrace into them, create that sell side goodness. The future is not set. It's set by people's sentiment. So the sentiment is bullish. They can trap some bulls and take them into some more sell side. It's no sweat off the algorithm's back. They'll just go a little bit deeper and cause them to generate more sell side here. $355 sell side taken and or induced in shorts. So they went back into this, created the buys to either stop out some of these guys that were over leveraged minis and or induce some longs, come back into here, create some, generate more sell side. Still 5K on buy side session imbalance. So at some point retracing into that could be possible. If not today, tomorrow. Sometimes they just run it up for the day. I've seen 8K imbalance and then close with that 8K imbalance because shorts just keep shorting it. Starting to get that indecision on the 4 minute. When this indecision doji closes in indecision, that will be an interesting signal, perhaps. If you're in a long, it would be an interesting point to possibly consider taking profits. Once again, the message up above, though, it's all entertainment. Bounce off the cloud. Taking it higher, perhaps. I definitely don't get interested when I see a lot of blue in longing. You know, it screams like reversal to me right here. The more purple, the more this is the FOMO zone for longers. Anything that shoots up here would be to kill a spike. Generating some sell side, so they go up and stop the shorts one last time while they're stopping out the buys. Breaking the trend dot, saying do not long on the 1 minute here on the sub-quantum momentum. And we're kind of got 1 minute for that candle to become a thinner doji, so it could come back here in this 1 minute for the 4 minute candle close. Holding the 30-second super trend. It's been holding it the entire journey since the start of the hour. Does it break this super trend and close beneath it in 10 seconds or not? This channel average on the 1 minute happens to be the same thing. So far holding. 25 seconds for the hourly. giving the first purple dot since the trend up on the 30-second. And it created an indecision on the 4-minute. So you got 210 buy side that entered there to previously 254 sell side stopped out on the candle itself though. I was so close to hitting the buy button, but I just didn't want to FOMO. But it was poised to go up and double top. Could just be in this candle though. Let's go ahead and let's get out of this mode really quick just to try to find a fair value gap really quick. There's one down here. There's another one here. $310. Got 15 minutes till the hourly closes, and I bid you adieu out there in YouTube land. 4-minute 4-minute baseline suggesting that they could cross down if the price does not get above them at 313. It could start to insinuate a downwards trajectory. We are at the fair value gap of this 1 minute here. We recovered, and we could be doing one of those little kind of dumperoos here. We'll just take a little bit of a scalp thing and just see what happens here. Don't want to give back so much if I'm wrong. Looks like it might be the first loser of the live, but we are basically now it's 7 trades. This could be the second of 2 losers. We'll just test that fair value gap zone. Is this fair value gap going to hold, or are we going to burst a little bit below it? Nope. Looks like it's going to stop this little scalperoo out, but it's already a loser. When we hit the button, we accept the fate, whichever way it goes. So that was the first little giving back of some profits for the evening. It's all good. Still 5K imbalance for the buy side. At some point you could retrace back into some of that sell side liquidity. Okay. Getting some of that hidden bullish on the 1 minute off that cloud. Starting to get that flash of the 4 minute cross down event. 1 minute is already crossed down. Starting to see that rejection. stop loss too tight as usual. But theory is correct. Starting to potentially pull back here. I was thinking of doing like a haunted house at my house for some of my kids and their friends and stuff. I have some interesting ideas with projection mapping, so I'll probably do something like that. I have a few projectors, so it should be interesting. I was asked to make the 3rd floor of one of the schools that I teach at spooky, so I was like, oh, you're giving me permission? Okay, I could do that. Generally I stay away from the spooky stuff because, yeah. So it looks like it's getting that rejection off that fair value gap idea. Could it be that easy? We got 10 minutes till the hourly closes. No money flying away just yet. Let's go see the contracts. Just a bunch of chop right now. It's inducing both sides right now. Came down. That 210 buy side that entered was definitely some longs that entered into that. Overall negative 250 on that candle though, so they were going for the stops in this candle down. Starting to reject the 1-minute trend dot here and the 30-second trend dot as that 4-minute possibly cascades. This baseline cross down event is confirmed on the 4-minute now, getting this cross down event. And that indecision 8 minutes ago that we were talking about, insinuating that the abatement of the upside move is at least in order, but you're still getting consolidation, consolidation, consolidation. Cloud on the, oh, we got 2 1 minutes for some reason. Why was I? The 30-second also showing that you're bearishly retesting the cloud, possibly coming lower. That would have been nice to have had that up. I was looking at 2 1 minutes for some reason. Rejection of that trend dot and the baseline if it closes in 30 seconds like that. Having those little micro battles. Eight minutes. Okay. Going back and testing the sell side stops. Bounce off the cloud, This is our first real test of the cloud since pre-rise up here. This is our first kiss of the cloud. 30-second looking a little bit bearish in nature. Starting to get that bear hammer perhaps on the 4-minute starting to play out. You could come all the way down to that 284 region. Looks like you are. Need to widen up the stop a little bit and trust the theory of the fair value gap recovery. If I was looking at the 30-second, I would have been a little bit more convicted, but for some reason I had 2 1-minutes up, so I wasn't seeing this trend dot here on the 30-second fail. I would have been able to enter my short with more conviction right here, and then it never would have got above that point, and then boom. You had that bearish money flow divergence here as the money stack started to abate too, and boom. That was a perfect entry. Perfect entry! And that was where we got stopped out. So I should have been looking up at this, watching for the shift of the cloud here. That cloud shift. Because our theory was correct, I'm going to post this anyway. Even if it would have and then what is it doing with this little bounce here? Basically so there's a lot of buys, a lot of longs that entered off of that. Do they bearishly retest this cloud and continue lower? Are they going to pay those buyers? And that 4-minute cross down event proving itself to be valid. Cloud insinuation on the 30-second as well. Yo, what's up, Smurf? I saw that play. Nice play. Good stuff, Hidden Bull. We are doing pretty good for the day ourselves. Probably about 200 plus ticks for the day. All across all of the accounts. We did not give it back today. Last Monday was rough. Caught some nice moves, some nice little scalps. We're not rushing. We took a total of 7 trades, one of which was wrong on the live, one was wrong off stream, so 5 out of 7. Paper cuts were not damaging that much, so it was all good. Do we reject off this cloud and continue lower? That is the question. We are currently imbalanced to the tune of 5,000 buy contracts. Let's go see if there's some cumulative volume divergence, shall we? So it looks like you're creating 5,000 and 5,000. They're making lower highs, so retracing into the sell side could be the play, especially if you make like a higher high. Could make that bearish divergence. It's ever so slight, but we'd have to see a little bit more buy side with a lower high here. Getting more buy side. Eight. You're going to continue higher, aren't you? Son of a gun. Well, strike that. We are 3. We just gave back a little bit more. We're going to stop while we're ahead. That was 3 losses for the day, but we are currently green for the session. Making equal highs, higher highs on the contracts now, 6K. It's like I should be entering more the swing idea. We're going to chill out from here though, give ourselves a timeout. And on that note, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you caught some decent trades for the day, and I will bid you adieu. So thank you for coming on into the live and sharing your essence with me in this eternal moment of which we all share an inextricable and inexorable part. Thank you for doing your part, for coming on in, and we'll do the same, bringing the fire, the accuracy, the precision, all that fun stuff, and we'll catch you on the flip side. Peace.